how do you find a mentor in real estate? Often people directly ask us, can you be my mentor in real estate? And sometimes they'll even offer to pay. I think this comes from real estate seminars where people will try to sell you a seminar, charge you $10,000 for a year or sometimes even more, and then say, well, I'll mentor you and I'll be your official mentor, which means something, or a 30-minute call once a month or something to that effect. But I don't think it's a natural way to do it. If you want to find someone that's a few steps ahead of where you are so that you can get advice from them and run things by you and maybe even get some contacts from them, then you simply ask them questions when you have a relevant question. And the best way to do that is to find a good investment-focused realtor or investment-focused mortgage broker like I am. If a client of mine is going to call me, officially my business relationship with that person is as their mortgage broker, and that's technically how I get paid. But at the end of the day, I'm a real estate investor mentor to them. I will help them avoid all mistakes that I've made, certainly, and talk to them about any question they might have that they could ask a real estate investment mentor. Find a good realtor, find a good mortgage broker, find a good accountant that all understand this. And then when you ask them questions about it, it's not an official mentor relationship, even though they're technically mentoring you. So that is something that you want to focus on. It's not a contract to be a mentor. You just find good mentors and choose to do business with those people. That's where you're going to get better results, because you'll actually have something to ask them. So when you a very specific question about, hey, I've got this idea for this property. What do you think about that? I think I'm going to turn this into a rooming house because I've heard you can make a lot of money. And then you're going to get an opinion of whether that's a good idea or what it entails or what I've seen before or what my clients have been through doing rooming houses. Or I've got this property, I want to tear this down and build this multiplex on it, or I've got a property that maybe be a good multiplex in the next 5 to 10 years. And then we can have a discussion on that. But that's not something because we have some kind of official mentor protege relationship. That is simply just a question that gets asked in the process of doing business. So I think that the way to find a good mentor is to actually just work with professionals that own real estate. If you don't work with an investment-focused realtor who doesn't own any real estate investments themselves. So the real answer is that you don't need to actually find a mentor. Even though I have mentors, there's a couple of people I can think of that I would consider my mentors. I've never asked them, will you be my mentor? I just call them when I have questions, especially when you work with people within the industry. So just find good professionals to work with. They're going to naturally be your mentors. If you're in part of groups and you meet someone that's a couple of steps ahead of where you are or where you want to be, that's something that you just naturally call them when you have questions and something to talk to them about, because it's going to be natural for them to answer those questions for you. When you structure it as some kind of official relationship, it just sounds like work to someone. So I would avoid trying to officially make someone your mentor, especially if they're insisting you pay them $10,000 for it. Just work with people and surround yourself with people that are going to answer your questions when you have a specific question to ask.